Arudia, an ancient land where gods walk among men. A living, breathing high fantasy world that we want to put into your hands. But we cannot do this alone. In order to bring you back to what tabletop is all about, combat, exploration, adventure, we need your help to bring it to life. By supporting us on Patreon, you can support this project and the cast of Moonskull, with our promise that we will answer to the only people that matter. You. Legend Seeker. Your legend starts here. Forge your path. Shape your destiny.
Whisper, it howls tonight. Dust swirls like spirits taking flight. Shadows crawl where the light won't go. The saloon doors creak, but no one's there. A piano plays in the empty air. Cards on the table, no hands to hold. In the ghosts of the grit, where the fires don't quit, and the dead wear their sins like a badge on their chest. Rattle in the canyon side. Ravens circle like an evil eye. Every step you take is a wager lost. The desert don't forgive it, counts the cost. In the ghosts of the grit, where the living don't fit, and your next sunset could be your Deathrattle.
Well, hey everybody, welcome back to Deathrattle. I am Scott. I have the four gentlemen. We were not here last week. I'm sure the chat knows all about it, and I'm sure they will not go out of their way to seek out the wrongdoers. Thanks again to everyone for coming back and joining us. This is sure to be a little more exciting turning moment, I think, for the horror Headstone Hill campaign. We have a situation at hand that the posse is going to need to find a way out of without giving away their darkest secrets. But first, let's talk about the contributions at hand. So Chrysanth cheated and gave a Benny to Sendrigan at the mythic level. That's not really fair. History Eraser Button was very kind at the silver level and gave me a Benny. So that's just stacking things in my favor. I absolutely look forward to spending pennies like a crazy person. No fan art again. I think fan art is harder to do, maybe for the Old West setting. Maybe not. Maybe I don't know. It's an oddity. You just draw cowboys with big hats and call it a day, I guess. And then everybody got a conviction for 2 years of Moonskull going on high. And then from this moment forward, it's likes aren't going to be redeemed live going forward. So as you're doing those things, they'll just be stacked up. and they'll carry forward, and then we're going to go ahead and Chris Nath will take care of that on the back end, and then just refresh everything, and we'll take care of it forward. There was 50 likes from last stream. Woo, 17 comments. Get your comments in. Get spicy. I don't care. Talk about whatever. When you figure out why we didn't play, you guys can really hit the players hard. And with that, let's talk about and let everyone introduce themselves. We'll start with Frost.
Hi, I'm Frost. I played Eli Porter, the man with the coffee, who's watching everybody else getting carted off to prison. Jail, not prison.
Jail.
Yeah, not prison. They haven't been sentenced to anything more than that. I'm excited to see what's going to happen here. It's going to be interesting, especially since Eli is, paid for a week of the hotel and he's down to his last $2.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
This is a different game than trying to earn money. Yeah, we'll go over to Sendrigan.
Yeah, glad to be here. Glad to be back. I don't think we really need to investigate why we missed last week. I think we just let it go, and looking forward to the jailbreak
Jailbreak?
or
Ooh.
release
Yeah.
maybe.
Break the jail.
If the worst happens, let's go down to Bill.
Well, I did my very best to de-escalate matters on our last occasion. You made a friend with one of the local racists. Though I'll be the first to. I will be the first to admit, mea culpa. Last week I did lose my voice, so I wasn't able to bring my usual only selling point of a deep voice to the channel. I'm happy to paint the old bullseye on my chest on this one, boys, because it's deserved.
There you go. No, it's all good. It's all good. And last but not least, Rhythm.
I'm not the least. Yes.
You're not the least. Your character has a creepy mustache. I'm not gonna lie. During the intro, I just look at it.
I love it.
I stared at his mustache.
I love my thin little pencil mustache.
I'm uncomfortable game mastering this game right now.
Yeah, good. I finally did my job.
I didn't want to get close
welcome.
enough to see if it was real or if he'd just taken little hairs and.
It's 100% real hair.
That doesn't answer the question. I don't know.
Exactly. But yeah, thanks everybody for joining us this week. We're happy to have you here. We're extremely happy to be here. I can somewhat confidently say for everybody else but Scott. So let's get into this thing, shall we?
All right, fantastic. So I'm going to minimize the. Well, first I'm going to transition this over so everyone can see the town with the spooky light. And I'm going to minimize OBS because reasons. There was one thing I did not do. I need someone to remind me to just at some point just say deal cards once we handle this scene, and then I'll know what that means. Probably not. I'm old, but we'll find out. Okay. So when we last left off, the Marshal and his men had entered into the saloon after someone snitched on the posse, and they had settled the situation down. The level of violence had at least stopped. There was 2 of the posse remaining on the outside of the Cowboy Saloon, which is where Eli was hanging out. The rest of his men are inside, which is there was four more that are in there that are either deputies or kind of working for the Marshal's office to keep law and order. And let's see, Sam, you were standing over your victim as the law sees it. And your victim was on the ground. Your victim had lost a tooth, and that means blood is coming out of the mouth. And the rest of your team was just sort of hanging out. So we'll take it from there. With that, Sam, the Marshal turns to look at you. He's sizing up you, looks down the ground. Gentlemen, while I can appreciate the fact that your firearms were checked in as required by law, I do have a problem. We cannot allow a level of violence transgress. Do I make myself clear?
Do I spot the gun that this farmhand had before he got knocked out?
Ooh, I do not remember the role. I don't remember who did that, actually. I should have read the AI notes. I really don't remember. You can spend a penny to say you did spot it.
I would
That's
love to
that'd
spend
be
a penny to
fair
say that
use.
yeah,
Go for it.
say that.
Go for it. Waste those bennies
Yeah.
early.
I love wasting pennies early. Do you want me to just
No,
spend it, or do you want me to roll
yeah, just
for
spend
it?
just spend it. What's one of the Benny perks is you can spend them now to do a small narrative change.
Love that.
Okay, yes. Yes, you do in fact know that he's carrying a pistol tucked in cross draw.
And I'm not close to this guy, right? I was across the table from him, essentially.
Yeah, you were across the table. He's now on the ground, sort of in the weird crab position. And Sam is standing over him after knocking the crap out of him. And the rest of the Cowboys who are playing, they've all gotten up from the table, but they're all backed up. And, the Marshal's men walked in. You got 4 dudes with double barrel shotguns. And then the Marshal himself is now in there with his 6-shooter at his hip.
Excellent. Let's do. I'm just gonna have my hands up, right? If the police are barging in at this point, I'm young enough to have my hands up, actually raised. Marshal, what? It wasn't us. You might want to check that man's pocket right there. He's carrying a bit of heavier iron than you might expect. If you know what I mean.
It wasn't you. There's a man standing here and a man on the ground.
Right, it's a self-defense situation. If you might oblige me for a minute.
Self-defense. Billy, are you carrying your sidearm? And the younger cowboy that you were gambling with, he gives that glance towards you. There's a lot of venom in that glance. He kind of pulls back that waistcoat of the duster and taps the holster. I am. You're right. He is. Now, why did you hit him?
Like the young gentleman said, self-defense. Proper pugilism.
I may be trying to struggle here with your information. So would you have me believe that there was an argument and he pulled the pistol on you, you hit him, and then he put the pistol back?
No,
sir.
My reflexes are quite English well trained, so I struck before he could pull the pistol. Clearly he was going to.
Let me give you a penny.
My reflexes are foreign to you.
I thought he was just going to say, I'm British.
I
just look at him and I'm like, oh God.
Just hit him with the blue steel.
That's too fast for that.
If I might add, Marshal, the man here and I were just having ourselves a bit of a card game, so to speak. He was not especially impressed with my winnings in this situation.
How old are you, boy?
Threatened my life. Sir, I am. What year is it? I'm going on 16, Marshal.
16. Well, I reckon you understand that, one, if you take a look around, this isn't exactly a dance hall full of ladies now, is it?
Sir, I think you got me confused. I'm more interested in this game right here than that game out there.
I understand that. But first, a message from our sponsors. Freddie, thank you for that. Thank you. I am, in fact, the best marshal in the digital Wild West. Look, here's the situation, boy. You struck this man. Here's what's going to happen. You are, in fact, coming with us. I will be taking you to jail tonight. I'll release you in the morning after a $5 fine. Do you understand?
I don't understand the $5 part. And is the jail going to be in the hotel?
The jail is not in the hotel. In fact, anyone not a resident, and I do mean resident, of Headstone Hill, you will be escorted back to the hotel that you are staying at. You can come fetch your friend in the morning, but he won't be harmed. You have my word as a lawman, but you will pay the price for a public display of violence and disorderly conduct.
But sir, you must understand, I've become accustomed to a certain level of comfort.
Oh, I'm sure you're going to enjoy the level of comfort in the Headstone Hill penal facilities.
Well, as long as you have tea, I suppose.
Oh, sure, we got tea and cakes in the morning, and sometimes eggs and sausages made from angel hair. Take him. Escort the rest of them back, including the one on the porch. So,
I make
does
a
anyone
show of collecting my winnings.
okay, are you doing the big scoop?
Yeah, yes, I am.
All right, take a Benny. I do need to know: is anyone planning on resisting this order of events?
Porter's not. He's just gonna empty that coffee cup, and he is gonna walk back in if they let him, and set the coffee pot back down on the bar, and just nod at the barkeep, and then collect his hat.
All right.
Does I'm trying to remember, but does our British friend, does he have possession of the key to his room, or is that held by Miss Gordon?
I don't know. What, Sam? Do you have the key to your room, or do you leave it behind?
I left it at the hotel.
Okay, easy enough. Real quick, Dragon Noodle Soup. William Normal, take a Benny. All right. So they cleanly divide you up. It's on the way to the jail. Is going to be the marshal and one deputy. The rest of the deputies are escorting you gentlemen back to the Headstone Hotel. I'm going to shift to the jail first. So on the way back, the marshal keeps eyeing you, kind of giving you glances, and talks to his deputy, just sort of what the steps are going to be for this, going over some of the ordinances that you broke. What's your name? We're going to need something for the log.
Samuel Spencer. Spencer's.
Where are you from? Are you from England?
Originally, I've been in this quaint country of yours for several years, having accompanied my governess at the time. God rest her soul.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, the Earl. He's also an Englishman. You might find something in common. I don't know how you folks do.
Well, we do quite well. Afternoon tea and all that. Very civilized.
Mister, you mentioned tea one more time. I swear to the holy word of God, I will shoot you myself. Drink whiskey like a normal man.
I prefer a sherry or a brandy myself, but
I would expect nothing less. I am sure the Earl shares all of your proclivities for the finer things in life. This is you. So the jail is right next to the marshal's office. Pretty convenient. You're escorted inside the jail by the deputy. There's a handful of cells, this typical iron cages. The deputy, he walks over to a cage that is in between two other occupied cages, one to your left and one to your right. It's going to be you for the night. It'll be all right. Ain't no one in here, bite. Well, maybe double eye, but just don't get too close. Don't put your hands between the bars. You hear?
No concern of that. And I'll kind of take a sniff of the air to see.
No. Okay. So there is a heavy odor of alcohol and tobacco. Just, it reeks of alcohol. A little bit of piss underneath the layer of the alcohol.
I shouldn't ask. Okay. Yeah, he will just muster up his English heritage to survive this disgrace to his reputation and try to minimize his disgust.
All right, he clinks you up. He turns the key in the latch, goes and sits down. kicks up. He pulls out one of the Tombstone newspapers out of Arizona, and he's just going through it. Where the gentleman is, who is now on, if you're facing outward towards the deputy, the gentleman is to your right, and there's a woman to your left. And she's sitting on her bunk, and she does not sit in the most ladylike fashion. She's got long dress on and whatnot. However, she is spread eagle, sitting more like she was a rough riding cowboy than she is any kind of petite woman of the West. The gentleman is like, "Oh, what you doing here, friend? I got you too. I was telling them you go out there, and riders is gonna get you."
What the young use the word lady loosely, but what brought you into this dire circumstance?
She's staring at you. She spits a massive gob of tobacco. "Why don't you shut your silken mouth up? We all the same in here."
Well, this is relatively in the same place, but my bearing and upbringing clearly makes me have more capacity for nuanced displays of conversation.
Ooh, with that, she stands up next to the bunk. "Ooh, you got us a fancy mouth, just like the Earl."
I would like to meet this Earl. Perhaps he could help me avoid this situation in the future.
"Oh, I bet you would." And she's standing up. You notice the dress is, it's not really a show. It's not the kind of dress you'd expect on a normal lady of the West either. It's not fancy. It's not frilly. There's no lace to it. And it's not the dress of a whore by any means. She actually is wearing a leather vest that kind of acts more like a bodice than anything else. It's just not low cut. Everything is tight. But she has that vest. On the vest, there are holders for shells. You've seen that before in enough gunfighters. And then at her waist, as she stands up, she's looking at you, shakes her head, and she starts tightening a knot on a sash at her waist. And it's just a sash that goes around her waist and hangs, about to mid-thigh. "Look, mister, you, me, old double-eyed drunk ass over there, we're the same in here. Ain't Johnny Law don't care about nothing. So whatever you did, I hope it was something good."
I was defending myself with my arts of pugilism. A man had a side iron, and he was probably going to try to draw it on me.
"I just told him you need the guns in order to take care of all of them what riders out on the hills. If you don't have guns, what good?" "Well, hello, stranger. How are you?" And his hand comes between the bars, and it's just covered in. Your best guess is you're hoping that it's simply mud.
I'll kind of involuntarily draw back and say, "Yes, well met there, sir. I don't shake hands after sunset."
You hear the bars behind you clang a little bit, and just, now the female is standing there, and she was like, "Go on, shake his hand, fancy pants. What, you scared? You too good to shake hands?"
It's a custom. I do not shake hands after sunset. Perhaps in the morning we could revisit this encounter.
Oh, you just gonna fly away?
Sheriff said I have a $5 fine, and then I'll be released in the morning. And yes, that's my plan to have important business in town.
Well, I'll be damned. Hey, how do I get a $5 fine? Deputy looks over at you guys like, "Why don't you all just shut the hell up?"
excellent idea. And I'll just like lay down on my cot and close my eyes and rest my hands on my
All right.
chest and try to like pretend they're not there. And
All
I'm
right,
not here.
sure. Nah, easy enough. She pushes away from the cell bars and she'll go and sit down and she starts whistling the a very old timey song. Hopefully it's old timey enough. If not, it is for now. You feel the tune is familiar. You've been in America long enough. You remember the song is something about "I'll fly away." It's sung in the deeper South. And then Double I, he just is stumbling around his cell, and eventually he kicks over his piss and shit bucket, knocking it all over the cell, and it's filled with both. So let's cut back to the hotel. So you gentlemen escorted to the hotel, and the woman who checked all of you in, her eyes go, slightly wide of welcome back. The deputies nod to you guys and motion you inside, tip their hats, and they walk out.
All right. Yeah, just step in, take my hat off, nod to her, and head. What time of night is it? Is it?
Well, it's you guys have had a bit of a run, and then it's probably near 9-ish. We'll say you guys have been out having a little bit of a good time. We'll advance the time a little bit, but yeah.
Okay. And yeah, I guess since there's no food to be had or anything like that, he's gonna head up to his room or over to his room since it's not one of the nice rooms.
Well, that is a true statement.
Nice to see you again, Miss Edna. You might have noticed we were escorted back kindly by these lawmen, making sure we got here nice and proper like.
Huh? Why the Marshal escorts you back? That's a little weird.
Our fancy Englishman, he necessitated a bit of special attention for the evening.
Oh.
And we were tertiary recipients of that special attention.
Yeah, he talked like he needs special attention. I'm telling you.
He does. If you wouldn't mind, I know I too am staying in the suite with Mr. Samuel. If I could get that key, please.
Oh, sure. Hey, she just puts the key, slides it over. Remember,
thank you, ma'am.
breakfast in the morning.
What might be happening?
Oh, I don't know. Whatever fritters are cooked up.
All right.
It varies. Beans, some kind of meats, maybe. I don't know. Porridge.
I'm gonna be honest. I'd heard that all you ate out this far west was rattlesnakes and dust bunnies.
Before Eli closes his door, you just hear a snort from him. He just closes his door like, oh god.
Well, no,
it's been a
mostly
lot more
dine on-
civilized than I expected.
We mostly dine on jackalopes.
Ooh. Are they the big ones or the little ones?
Oh, they're horrifically terrifying.
Do people make good money hunting them?
Sure, but they need a guide, or at least someone to tell them kind of where to look. You don't just see jackalopes every day.
Wow, you must be hard on food here if you dine on things that are hard to find.
It's a delicacy. Would you be interested in knowing where jackalopes hang out?
To be honest, ma'am, not even a little bit. No.
Let me know if your friends are interested. I know a pretty good jackalope spot.
Would you happen to have anything to kind of wet the whistle or even sate the palate this late at night?
Yeah, you can hold on one second. You can go to your room and I'll send someone up to drop it off.
Excellent. Thank you, ma'am.
All right. They bring a beer up to you. It is an Irish lager, and they just set it down by the door. There's a rap on the door. It's footsteps going away.
Excellent. It's not my first. I'll take it just fine. While I sip at this tonight, I'd like to perhaps have maybe a bit of a conversation or a meeting with Old Scratch.
Oh, okay. You gonna spend a penny to pull it?
Yeah, not so much if I have to cast, right, I'll do it. But
Yeah.
just kind of a
There's only one
being
way.
out of my element in a
There's
new
only one way you
location.
get. Only one way you get him to manifest, and you got to
Excellent.
sacrifice something.
Yeah, I'll spend that penny to have him come
All
out.
right. All right. Where are you at in the room when you're drinking this this brew?
I'm assuming this room has some sort of like small table or something like that.
Yeah, it's like a little not an end table, but like a side table, a little round one for
Sure.
one person.
So I'll be there, and I will actually like deal out a hand of cards to two people, me on one
Okay.
end and just an empty chair on the other.
Okay.
And spend that penny to try to have our man here manifest
right.
on the other side.
All right. The moment your cards hit the table in your last deal, and you start pouring your will into this manifestation, the smell of sulfur, it hits the room heavy and hard. And then you begin, as the sulfur smell rolls over you, you begin to hear the sound of a stream of water. And you're a child, but you're not stupid. And there, off next to your bed, is old Scratch pissing in your bed, in the bed pot.
Sure.
Oh, don't look. It makes it crawl back up.
I'll make sure to turn my gaze away. Apologies, mister.
Oh my, oh my. I did not think I would ever meet a huckster who had any kind of sensibilities. Are you embarrassed? And he just, with that, out of the corner of your eye, you see a shadow and a flash, and he's sitting at the table and he's got his cards in his hand. This is very unusual. Why would you call on me if you have nothing to risk?
To be honest, Mr. Scratch, I believe this entire situation is a bit of a risk.
You are simply out of your element. You are out of your element the moment you left your mama's womb.
This ain't Chicago, sir. This is a lawless part of the world.
Well, there are laws here. There are laws of man, and then there are laws that you will never understand. What do
Then
you want?
that's a bit of the reason why I asked you out. Things I don't understand. From
Such
my
as,
understanding, from what I've read about you and those like you, you you have a bit of inside knowledge on the ways of the world outside of what we, as the real people of the world, uh, can perceive. Is that correct?
no, I'm just a innocent spirit. That's all. Just a helpless victim of the happy hunting grounds.
That I did not know. Apologies for your victimhood.
Wow,
This
I
this
appreciate that, son.
situation we find ourselves in, and what I'll do, not really knowing right what the effect would be or who this person is at this point, I'll flash, flip open the inside of my vest and flash this badge that I have for the agency. You recognize what this means, Mr. Scratch?
I'm going to ask you something, child, and I do not mean offense. Are you unaware that I am simply living inside of your head? And everything you know, I know.
No, sir, I didn't know that. Thank you for clarifying. That helps. So what you're saying is you're as ignorant as to what's going on around here as me.
Oh, I did not say that. I was simply making an attempt to politely elucidate that you showing me that piece of tin has no bearing on the reality of things that I
Then give
do
it
and
a
do not know.
give it a little bit of a shine. I believe it's actually steel, not tin, but I get your meaning.
I also believe it is how do they say in a polite company? A pilfered. I believe that is the word.
Isn't everything pilfered to one degree or another?
Much
So
like my time. Again, what do you want? Or I promise the next time we meet, it will not be pleasant.
honestly, sir, I'll slide the beer across the table. I just want to share beer with you.
Oh my. Allow me to be greeted by your generosity, and as his hand passes through the mud. What a turn of events that could not have been foreseen by anyone other than myself and you.
Well, I guess if you know what I know, and I'll just take it from across the table, then you just take a big chug, accidentally breathe in a little air, and start coughing up afterward. It's okay.
Oh, please do not die. I do not know where I would find another person willing to take on my services.
Hmm.
But once again, I did not say I am ignorant. I simply was trying to be polite and assure you that all the things that you know, I am more than aware of.
But I'm not the only thing you're aware of.
Of
Is that
course
what you're
not.
saying?
Of course
Okay.
not.
That's good to know.
I'll tell you, this place is very strange. You have found yourself in a very exciting moment, I believe.
Would you care to elucidate?
I would not. I am proud to have helped you enhance your vocabulary, and he is gone.
Okay. As that, right? I'll slowly finish that, kind of spend a little time practicing my card skills.
All right.
As I kind of take that in, see what I can do with that later. Thanks, sir.
All right. All right. Everyone else good?
Yep.
Well,
Other than the smell of sulfur that's pervading the inn weirdly in the middle of the night.
I'm like halfway through my prayers for the evening.
yeah.
They're cooking
I
jackalope
sniff.
eggs.
I look at I sniff at my Long Johns. Do I need to throw these out?
There was definitely a presence. I don't know why this is taking so long, but I will remind myself to deal adventure cards to you all, which I did not do.
One thing I'll do is from my cart, I'm going to get from my stock of stuff I brought over because I brought a couple of trade goods. I'm going to get some brick tea. Specifically, if I've got any Earl Grey kicking around in there.
Okay.
So I figure if someone's going to be sore in the morning, it's going to be our errant Englishman.
That is a true statement.
Could do with a friend right now.
Very true. All right. We'll go ahead and advance to the morning for the three of you who remain in the hotel. It's a pleasant hotel. You can smell some of the whatever meat they have is cooking up in the morning. And for the one of you who decided to do the right thing and go ahead and go to jail, you wake up to nothing. Deep snoring that has interrupted most of your night, and a little bit of the still cackling laughter, realizing that the woman has gotten up before you. Unfortunately, Sam, and she's already running her mouth at the deputy, and it's only about 6:30. What do you gentlemen want to do?
So, can I play this adventure card now?
Yeah, if you want. What's the adventure card?
Contact. Your hero finds a friend or acquaintance who helps him in his current situation. I'm wondering if this Earl character I've heard about could somehow, be passing by the jail, or I've heard that a fellow compatriot is like being unjustly held.
Well, while I appreciate your effort, and you can play that card, but yes, I will give you a helping hand. All right. So as you're stirring awake, the woman next to you, she leans forward on her bunk. She's the edge of it, looks over at you. Hey, when did you get here?
Just yesterday on the stagecoach.
You got here yesterday, and you're already in this level of trouble?
It's just a momentary setback. I'm really looking for a friend of mine, Len Buckles.
Really? An acquaintance?
Yes, a friend from a ways back.
Huh. Well, what did Len do for a living here?
I believe he was involved in the mining trade.
All right. She stands up and walks to the bars that separates the two of you. Listen, they're going to let you out of here no matter what. You're a big, tall drink of water, and you're just nothing but 10, and they know it. You ain't done nothing wrong. But I can tell you, Len wasn't a bad person. In fact, he gave me something to hand over to someone who knew him. Not the damn miner JD, not JD Nolly. That's not the right person. But I feel bad for being a bastard. Len gave me his gun, and I sold it to Elmer Blaine. I feel bad. I feel bad, and I think he would want someone that knows him to have it, to be honest.
What were the circumstances in which Len would sell you his sidearm?
I don't know. He just said he wouldn't be needing it, and he wanted it for, oh, hell. He wanted it for safekeeping, and I needed money. Look, I'm just trying to help you out here. There's a lot of people looking for Len. There's a lot of people who didn't like Len. I ain't one of them. I feel bad.
Speaking of not being one of them,
you're a fish out of water.
Well, I can recognize that, but I didn't get your name, good woman.
Scarlet Kenny.
Scarlet Kenny. Well, Scarlet Kenny, well met. Any idea where I could find this Elmer Blaine?
He's over at the Aspen Lodge.
Ah, okay.
But don't get any weird ideas. It's not a lodge. It's like a cowboy saloon. So maybe you might not want to go there. The deputy's like, whatever siren tale she's weaving, don't listen. You don't know who she is. You're new here, mister. And she gives a side-eye look to him. Goddamn idiot.
I do know who she is. Her name is Scarlet Kenny.
Oh, did she tell you, or did you read it on the poster on the wall?
Poster. I'll look out to see if there's actual poster on the wall.
Yeah, there's a wanted poster. Scarlet Kenny, Ghost Steel Gang.
Uh-huh. Ghost Steel Gang. Oh, you're a woman of some.
Yeah, it's $100 bounty on her head. Well, she's obviously here, but
don't worry, you can fix her.
Take a penny. Porter's praying for you.
I'm just gonna be the best wingman. Well, except for getting him arrested. But other than that, and be the best wingman ever.
That's fair.
It's all,
Hey, it's one
it's
way
all
to-
part of the
yeah,
master
so-
plan to
How
get him
you
to settle
introduce
down.
them? You knew
Right.
He's
We'd
got his
get
meat
introduced.
cute now.
Speaking of getting arrested, I am noticing none of my compatriots have come to visit me in the jail.
I'm brewing the Earl Grey as fast as I can. It takes at least 15 minutes to get it good.
He's got to microwave the what? I mean, never mind.
I'm there with a cast iron skillet full of water over like 4 candles.
Yeah, let's go from the jail to back to your compatriots who are up and at 'em. And for you guys who are for the posse and for the viewers, you're going to start seeing little things appearing on the map. So I stripped the player's map because I do not believe that these guys should start knowing where anything is. And so I populated buildings that were passed by the stagecoach that were clearly marked or that they have dealt with. And so as we go along, those will populate, and it's in the posse's folders. You guys will be able to have full access to those. There's no real notes, but you guys can make notes about the people, the places, any suspicious things you have. Feel free.
Okay, neat. I had planned on going to the jail after waking, but I
Okay.
don't know. I have no idea as far as times and such for this. So, in the morning, whenever I'd get done, kind of getting myself presentable again.
So sweet.
Change into my nice pair of clothes.
Yeah, you're in the old
my-
West. You just get up sweaty and dirty.
Yeah, it's gross. So yeah, make myself presentable. Maybe give myself a little bit of a washcloth bath in the basin. Change into my non dusty clothes, and head downstairs to see who's around, if Miss Gordon's around, or if someone else, to see perhaps the whereabouts where this jail is.
Sure, easy enough. Did the rest of you guys are up and at 'em doing anything odd or weird?
No, Porter comes out of his room, gets ready to eat breakfast with whatever the meat or whatever they're serving us. Hopefully there's eggs. And says a quick blessing over the food, and then eats cowboy style, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And I'm sure since I'm like a fairly young teenager, I don't wake up until much later than everybody else.
I mean, yeah, I don't know how much has really changed. You had a hell of a day, I'll give you that, but you're also young, so, But yeah, if you choose to, are you going to remain in bed and beyond a normal waking time?
Well, I'm still living on city time, right? So this isn't like wake up at the crack of dawn life that I'm used to. That's for sure.
That is true. All right, so for Porter and Elijah, you two, you're old enough and worldly enough where you have those inner clocks, and you manage to get downstairs, and as predictable, the young man is not downstairs with you.
Not surprising. He's
Some things
probably
are
in that.
reliable, at least.
Well, he's probably in a feather bed, living in luxury up there.
Always lonesome.
He's never gonna crawl out of that thing.
It's a true statement. Y'all,
Another kid in Joel. He's got it. My dumbass will have been up since well before dawn from my morning prayers.
oh yeah, sure.
And I've just got this canteen, like one of those like wooden frame canteens, just filled to bursting with some of the strongest tea that you could possibly brew. That is destroying the vessel it's in. I'm currently going to try and negotiate, see if there's any like as far as Brock's concerned, like he doesn't know what scones really are. He's heard they're like biscuits but nicer, so he's going to trying to see if they got any biscuits cooked up at a time.
Yeah.
So I'd go over and try and negotiate it.
Yeah, it's easy enough. Biscuits or gravy. Because I live in the South, there'll be grits. Because oatmeal is weird. But yeah, the usual fare. Just for historical nerds. Bacon and eggs wasn't a thing until later on in the mid 1900s, and it became propaganda. So it's one of those things. You guys are missing one mark. Oh, the gunsmith. You guys passed that too. All right, you guys can. You should be able to click on any of those, and it'll tell you what it is. You can hover over them actually, and it'll also tell you what it is. So those are the buildings that you passed, and sort of that downtown approach and where everything is. For the two of you, you guys can have your breakfast. It's easy enough. The big question is, are you going to wait for August, or are you going to go up and roust him?
Porter is going to eat whatever's on that plate, like I said, kind of quickly, and then look at Brock and say, I better go kick his door. I got to go see if the Mr. High and Mighty is going to get out of his lockup. And stomp up the stairs.
All right, easy enough. As you're going up the stairs, August is coming out of his room. He looks like he had a really rough night, to be honest.
Stop halfway on the stairs. You're up. Good.
I tried to fix what I could. Is it bad?
He just looks at you. Turns around, starts walking back down the stairs. And
try to crack my neck, straighten my hat just a touch more.
Yeah, Porter's hair is relatively short, so he doesn't do much when he gets up in the morning. He just goes, nothing in it. It's okay. And then walks out.
Go ahead, guys.
Mr. Porter.
Yeah.
Has our gentleman friend arrived yet?
No, I think we're gonna go make sure that nothing happened to him in the prison last night, like getting accosted by some happy cowboys.
That's a thing out here.
Could have been cowgirls, but probably cowboys.
Oh, I guess when I see him, my questions might be, predicated on the situation that happened. So maybe I'll learn a little bit more before I speak to him further. Is there coffee?
Yeah.
Not at the table.
Yeah, no, but yeah, there's coffee in general that
Excellent.
exists. Yeah.
There's tea as well if you're so inclined. And Brock will look down at the flask very sheepishly, like he's not sure if he trusts it himself.
I guess I've heard of it. It seems like, I don't know. Leaf water seems weird to me, so I'll stick with coffee. Thank you.
Once he's done eating, Porter's gonna kind of just stand there waiting.
Yeah,
He's
I take
already
a
stuffed
long
his face.
time. I take an awkwardly long amount of time to eat everything compared to you.
Bastard.
Just have
ask
some
for seconds
coffee.
at some point. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all. All right, gents. Do you want to make your way to the jail?
Mhm.
It's slow in here. It's the morning. There's folks in here, but not a lot. Not a lot of the guests are up and about at this time of the day. They're either already gone to whatever business they have here, or just haven't risen yet. All right. So on your maps, you can find the jail and highlight it and click it and whatever you want to do. Show you guys where it is. You make your little walk to the jail in the morning. A couple of deputies are outside the marshal's office, and one of them sees you and just does a big spit of tobacco. The other one nods his head a little bit. You can see the marshal through the glass sitting inside. He's got the paper out, and he just looks over and watches the three of you walk past and towards the jail. There in the jail, the deputy is still sitting there from the night before. He stands up. He's like, "Well, I guess you're here to collect your friend. He's had a great night. He made new friends."
Just look over at the young man. Nod.
Can we see them in their cells from where we are?
Oh yeah, you can see him. He's actually he's talking to a woman who is in the cell next to him. And then there's another man who's passed out on the floor. He's sleeping on the floor, but he's, essentially his head and his part of his face is inside of a bucket that was inside the cell, probably a water bucket, something innocent like that.
Water bucket. Deputy, it's a pleasure to see you this morning. How are you?
I am fine. Do you want your friend or not? It's $5. Marshal says I got to collect it.
Marshal says you got to collect it. Is the Marshal about?
He's in the Marshal's office.
He's in the Marshal's office. Excellent. Thank you, sir. And which way would that be?
Oh, my God. Do you not know where the Marshal's office is?
Sorry, mister. We're new to town. We would actually appreciate a bit of a tour around the area if you're free later.
Oh, I would love to. That's just what I'll do. You know what? I will just turn in my badge. That's a good idea. I should start a business of showing strangers around
nothing like that.
Headstone Hill.
Just nothing so drastic as that, deputy. Just looking for a bit of a tour around the area. Perhaps I should be speaking with the Marshal about this.
No. I would hate to bother the Marshal with such trivial matters as escorting you about town. In fact, I could get a frilly dress on and we could go to the dance hall.
Actually,
Look at Brock.
First time I've seen that.
What's going on
I think
here?
I like this is going.
I don't understand what's going on here.
I hate to interrupt this lovely discourse, but if you stay here much longer, your nose may become accustomed to the smell of the urine, which mine has, unfortunately. So perhaps we should leave now.
Well, that was your own choice.
I'll pony up the $5 as the sound good. Here you go. Do you want any biscuits while I'm here? I've brought some for everyone.
Oh, did you bring some for the rest of us? That's the lady inside the
whole
cell.
flask. I even got the tea as requested. I've got like a stack of cups because I got like a cutlery, all my cutlery for my car as like a set. So I got way too many cups and dishes, but almost like nearly enough for spoons.
Oh my God.
Eli's gonna look at that guy who's got his head in the bucket and just say out loud, "Is he all right?"
Well, Double I? Oh, he's crazy. He's a drunk. He wakes up drunk. He goes to bed drunk. Sleeps drunk. Hell, that's not even that's a bucket of piss and shit. So
Yeah.
I appreciate the lovely biographies we're having here. Gentlemen, this young lady here is Scarlett Kinney, and
Yes.
but I think now we must make our departure, and I think the fine's been paid, deputy. And can we get the key over here forthwith?
what are you in a rush for?
Well, multiple reasons. I don't want to go into them in front of everyone present.
Oh, I am so sorry. I did not realize you were such a fancy gentleman. Elijah, how are you paying the bill? You said you're going to get the $5 up, right?
Yeah, I've got it in liquid assets.
Okay.
I kept back a bit of my because here's the thing, I don't buy a gun. I just have melee weapons. So it's a lot cheaper to run than everyone else's gear. So I've got I've got some trade goods and some liquid assets.
All right. Easy enough. You can see where I'm hovering. I'm gonna. Oh, I don't. Where's the zoom on this stupid thing? Anyway, where my little bead ball is hovering over, that little place right there. That's the jail, and right next to it would be the mystical Marshal's office that you in fact passed, August, when the Marshal stared at you. But that's not here or there. So the deputy, Elijah, as you're putting the money down, and he keeps staring at you, Samuel, and it's like, oh, well, thank you. Let's just make sure it's all here. 25, 50, 75, $1, 25, 50, and he is just dragging this out.
Could we make it a $6 fine and perhaps they could expedite the counting?
At this point, Elijah's just tottering around. He's like every single person in here, including the unconscious guy, are fed and watered. Like tea is passed out. This stuff for those at home, it's been brewed so much it looks like iron, bro. That is. You wouldn't know. It looks like something you'd use to degrease a train.
Super tannin tea, awesome. Take a Benny for living up to your good nature. You know what? The lady in the cell next to you, Samuel, she grabs a hold of your arm and just shakes her head.
He'll finally get a clue and just sit there looking glum, but not saying anything else.
Oh, she leans closer and they belong to Heaston. And I don't mean the town. Do you follow?
Ah, yes, I am getting your drift.
No, get the hell out of here. Eventually, your deputy, he reaches $5 in the count, and it takes a good 10 minutes. He starts over a couple of times because he claims to have forgotten he forgot where he was in the count every time you say something or someone else says something. And eventually he'll walk over, turns the key. Well, by your leave, good sir. I hope you enjoy the wealth and comfort of the Heaston jail. Please do not come back.
I'll do my best, and I'll be sure to leave a review as such when possible.
Oh, please do. I'm sure the Heaston Hill Examiner would love a story.
Yes, the Heaston Hill Examiner. I will go visit them.
As you get out of the cell, Porter's just going to walk up and he's just going to shake your hand. He's got his hat in the one hand and shake your hand with the other, and he's just going to lean in close and say, "First time in a cell."
Yeah, not my first time, but it's been a while.
First time here in the States?
Not the first time here in the States, but it's been a while.
Not your first time in a cell near a lady.
Like I said, it's been a while.
I'm not sure how to take that.
Well,
you're free now, as long as you don't punch anyone else in town.
True statement.
Hopefully they won't ask for it, but I do have some. I would like to discourse with you. Perhaps we could do it away from this abode.
Yeah, we gotta go find our friend.
Exactly, which is what to talk about.
All right, you guys. I assume you're exiting the jail.
Yeah, not after making sure Deputy knows that. I'll make sure to see him later for that tour around town.
Wow. Oh, sure. Please come back.
Just as we get outside, Porter's going to put his hat on. And he's just going to kind of look down the street. He's going to turn to everyone and just whisper, "Thought I was bad at counting."
I believe,
I think it's more
Mr.
manners.
Porter. Yeah, I believe that was more of being an asshole than being unintelligent. Just totally straight faced, thinking that I'm pointing something out to you that you didn't notice.
He's just gonna kind of look and just do the slow nod. Yep.
Well, Elijah, I am in your debt. I will seek to recompense you for the money you.
Don't worry
lent
about
on
it.
my
Just
behalf.
enjoy the tea.
Oh,
Look, he's picking
yes.
up after all that.
What in the hell just happened?
Do my best.
Keep
Samuel. I got you here, and so I take out some of the winnings that I earned from last night. I pay $5 to Elijah, and then I pay $5 to Samuel for the $10 that you spotted me for the stay at the hotel.
Quite civilized of you. By the way, that woman in the cell, I don't know if you noticed the poster, she's part of the Ghost Deal gang, but she told me she knew Len, and she said Len gave her his sidearm for safekeeping, and she sold it to a gentleman named Elmer Blaine.
That was part of their gang? Or just a friend?
No, I think she just knew them. She didn't indicate he was associated more than just an acquaintance.
I wonder how friendly they were. Interesting. Elmer
Why?
Blaine. Huh.
Why would
There's a
Len
name
give
from
up?
somewhere, but I can't place
Why
it.
would Len give up his sidearm to
It's
anyone?
it's a mystery, but she said it's for safekeeping. So I don't know. Perhaps he had some inkling of his impending peril.
Something about that. That sounds important. Even I can tell that. Well, let's go find this Blaine fellow. Do you know where he is?
Right across the street.
No.
Oh.
Actually, down the street a little bit. From where you're standing in the front of the jail, if you look down to your left, there, that one right there, that is the Aspen Lodge.
Oh, good. Another place full of cowboys. Hopefully, it's too early for them to get in a fight over cards.
Maybe they'll just play cards normal then.
Eli
did
just
mention it.
swings back his coat that normally falls back behind his holster, but his belt and his holster aren't there, and his coat falls forward. And he just looks down, looks a little nonplussed, and is like,
You feel naked too, don't you? I'm just there. My character's not even been without his axe and knife since before he went out west to hunt buffalo with the hunters. So he's like, he just standing there, just vibrating from just the sheer level of exposure he feels.
just kind of slap him in the shoulder good naturedly and say, I don't think you need those.
No,
Arms like that.
You can't take these away from a good gentleman. That's why it's a honest endeavor to learn.
I'm sorry, Samuel, but they just put you in jail for that. I'm pretty sure they just took away exactly those things for a whole night.
Give the kid kind of a glance that hopefully nobody else notices. He's like, hey, that kid's smarter than he seems, or wiser, one of the two.
You know, this gentleman with the gun, we should definitely speak with him, I'm sure. But if I'm not mistaken, we should also be trying to find the location of one Bob, Prospector Bob, right? Didn't he? Wasn't he part of that claim with Len?
I think we're gonna have to go out to the claim too. There are all kinds of leads to follow up on.
And whoever this JD, is it JD Knowles?
Well, that's I think that's Len's name, right? Or was that the neighbor guy?
That's the man that that Len was renting his room from, his house from, because perhaps Mr. JD has some way of getting inside of that house without us needing to risk the wrath of the Marshal, we'll put it.
Anyone know we leave town, we can take our fists and our guns with us again, right?
I hope so. I spent a lot of I mean,
Eli's just looking over Samuel and everybody, just kind of. It was sort of a joke, but kind of not. He's not very good at jokes.
Porter, if you wouldn't mind for a second, would you say a prayer perhaps for our ability to look into this matter a little bit more? I would rather not risk the wrath of God in whatever it is that we're about to do, perhaps even to get a little bit of divine inspiration on our side.
Divine inspiration. Well, that'll come to you regardless of whether or not I say words, but if you want me to say words, I can say words. Do you want them out loud?
You're not one of them.
I speak to God. He speaks to me sometimes.
I know.
You speak to him? Just look at him dead in the eyes. When's the last time you had a conversation?
I had a conversation with him last night.
Did you now?
I sure did. It was elucidating.
That's good. That's good. Well, Lord, keep these men from being fools. Stay their hands. Sharpen their minds. And let us find the way. And he just kind of
Look at that, Samuel. Even Porter and God are trying to take your hands away from you.
It's all innocent.
You have a lot of words for such a young one, but you have. I am learning some gambling skills. Anyway, several things to follow up on, but I think the Aspen Lodge is nearby, and I will do my best to keep my hands holstered in my pockets if we enter such establishment.
From not looking around behind him as he's walking towards that place, he just says out loud, very loudly in the street, "For God gave us a spirit, not of fear, but of power and love," and then he turns around, "and self-control." 2 Timothy.
As I fondle the deck of cards, one of the several deck of cards in a pocket.
This is why I stick to euchre. So much less dangerous.
There you go, right? No one tries to get murdered over euchre. Are you guys heading to the Aspen Lounge down the street?
Yeah.
What's the plan? What's the plan?
Yep.
All right. Easy enough. This place has probably seen better days. It's not, it's not ratchet, but definitely isn't a refined patina, if you will, of an establishment. This in the morning, there's only a couple of folks that are in here, mostly pass out at tables, and there is a man that is behind the bar area, and he's simply looking at his glassware, going at it, washing them down, dipping them in water, wiping them out, and setting them down on the counter for quick access. Morning.
Give him a nod, kind of elbow Samuel forward.
What can I do you for? And you begin here to. For Samuel, it's an Irish jig that starts playing from off to your side, a little bit further into the main room.
I will go take a look at the source of the music.
There is a gentleman. He is thinned out, but he's sitting on a stool, and he is running the fiddle as fast as humanly possible. He's playing a fine Irish tune. His feet are moving in time with the beat. He's got the little Irish bowler hat on, but there's like a contraption around him, and there is like a lever and a rope and some pulley system that are surrounding him where he's sitting. And he nods to you and begins to sing on the rocky road to Dublin.
Yeah, Samuel will find himself involuntarily entranced and sort of like unconsciously tap his right foot along, but out of tune. Or out of step.
For an Irishman in this time period, seeing the local Anglo walk up to you and just start tapping along, it's like having a lion walk up to the sheep enclosure and start panting at the fence.
We haven't gotten to the Irish slur part of the campaign yet.
Soon enough, I'm sure.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Anyway, what can I get for you, fellas?
What does it look like in here?
Dingy. I mean, it's clean. It's just dingy.
Did you say there were people passed out at the table still?
Yeah, there's a couple of people here and there.
Okay.
It looks like they just drank themselves into a stupor while playing cards.
Okay, the music didn't wake them. They're out.
No, God, no.
Okay, no. Got it. So they're really, really Irish. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey. Oh, sorry.
Hi-oh.
Well, sir, we are here looking for a Elmer Blaine. Is he about?
That's me. I don't seem to know you nor recognize you.
I'll take my hat off, kind of put it up to my chest and put it back on. Make sure to like really straighten it out after getting it back on. You're not used to wearing something this big. We were told, I should say here, my friend Samuel here was told that you might have come into possession of an item of note from a friend of ours that we're hoping, if it's still about, that we might be able to procure off of you.
Elijah, what are you doing right now?
My bowler hat's in my hands. I'm looking a bit sheepish because I'm out of my element here.
Okay.
I may as well. I'm probably feeling the same thing that Irish bloke is. I'm staring down the angle. So I'm out.
Right.
Last time I was in a bar like this is probably during the buffalo hunting days, and at least then
Easy enough.
easy enough.
Porter, what are you doing?
He's there. You said there is a bar specifically, right?
Yeah. He's behind it. Elmer Blaine. Elmer's behind the bar. August walked up to the bar and is speaking to him.
And Porter's going to take up the same position he did at the last bar. Left arm, elbow on the bar, right arm, kind of at his side, just kind of eyeing the door, eyeing the rest of the room, just watching everything that's going on. Not like he's going to do a whole lot. He just wants to know when something's coming, if something's coming.
Okay. All right, easy enough. And we know what Samuel's doing is he is fighting every instinct to beat the piss out of the Irishman. So August and Eli, I need a notice roll, please, at a -1.
Okay.
I think the audience should be able to see the chat on the screen that I'm displaying so they can see all your rolls and your fanciness.
All right. So let's add a -1 for the moment.
Would you like to Benny that?
I am going to Benny that.
Oh,
that's a little better.
That's what I'm talking about. Oh my God.
That is a critical failure.
August, you're just, there's something about this place. The music, the fiddling, you've never heard anything like that because there's not a lot of Irish dogs in Chicago. Mostly it's a bunch of useless Pole immigrants.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to get everyone, don't worry. But there's just something enchanting about this place and about Elmer. However,
it might actually remind me of my grandfather just a little bit.
Oh, there you go. For Eli Porter, as soon as August begins speaking and says, "My friend has, told us he might have a pistol," his right hand goes down and underneath the bar, and with that raise, you hear the hammer go of a shotgun go back.
Totally unfazed because I have no idea.
Yeah,
at that point,
yeah.
Eli's his eyes are gonna dart to the guy instantly. He's just gonna say, "Coffee."
Sure. You want something stronger? I have Taos Lightning, Skullbender.
Nope, just coffee.
Got a drink named Red Eye.
And if you wouldn't mind taking your hand off of that iron, we're not here to cause any problems.
Oh, well, your friend's asking questions that he shouldn't be asking.
We're here to ask questions. We're looking for our friend.
Who is your friend?
Len Buckles. We were told by or at least my friend here. What was her name again, Samuel? Making you speak. Making you speak.
Well, turn away, walk away from the Irishman. Scarlett Kinney, she made her acquaintance fortunately in the jail.
God damn her. Yeah, so we had business, and Len? A lot of people knew Len. He's pretty popular, actually. But the business between Agnes and I, well, that's our business.
And who's Agnes?
Oh, I'm sorry. She just gave you her cowboy handle, I take it.
All right. Scarlett Kinney is Agnes of the Ghost Steel gang.
Yes, of the Ghost Steel gang. And I wouldn't be wagging that tongue too frequently of naming names.
I think with my crit fail earlier, I still have not realized, even after Eli's pointed it out, that there's a shotgun pointed at my chest. So
it's not pointed at your chest.
Oh, pointed at my direction.
Yeah, it's
more sensitive areas, possibly.
Yeah.
But we are friends of Len, and we're here looking for him. She said something about having sold an item to you of
Yeah,
personal
sure did. And this is
interest.
where it stays. If you want to go talk to Len so much, why don't you just go to his house?
We were thinking of doing that, but we just got here yesterday, and we're just learning a few things about his lack of whereabouts. We're worried about him.
He's a miner. He comes and
Barging
goes.
man's home.
Say again.
We just want to go barging in if we can get hold of him, without having to turn up to his place.
Say,
Some folk don't like that.
Len would not frequent the Aspen Lodge nor most other places. He mostly stuck to himself, to be honest. If he wasn't out prospecting or out looking for things, he just kept to himself, like you should.
There's no way we can talk you out of that piece of iron. Not the one you're holding on to, the one that you bought from Scarlet.
Not at this time.
Not at this time.
Okay.
Why
Well,
are you so
left the
interested
door
in
open.
Why are you so interested in a simple double action revolver?
It was Len's. Who knows? He might want it back once we find him.
Well,
Don't really want Agnes
And
to get in
Scarlet-
trouble if he finds out it was gone.
if he wants it back, you can bring Len here, and we can work out some form of agreement. I'm sure.
I mean, Scarlet did mention she was supposed to hold on to it until we came looking, but she didn't. So we're just trying to breach the middleman here since she is currently unavailable, being behind bars and all.
That's very unfortunate.
Chuckle at that.
Perhaps
got
if we
so
got
much
maybe a
gumption.
note or a letter from Scarlet saying that she would be okay if we repurchased this item off of you.
Sure. If you can get Scarlet to pen you a letter. Is your friend touched? He's looking at you, Eli.
Isn't this the usual thing? I've had to deliver letters like that all the time.
He's just a bit new to Wyoming.
Sure.
Oh, you got okay.
Why don't you go?
All right. Well, then we'll make sure to get that. We'll make sure to get that note for you.
All right. Outstanding. Sam, when you turn your attention, this is the first moment that you realize, and Elijah as well, since your head was still kind of on a swivel, that the fiddling had stopped. Once Elmer's voice began to raise, and Porter had mentioned, about taking his hand off the smoke wagon that was underneath the counter. That fiddler completely stopped.
I'll look over in his direction. I'll say, don't quit your merrymaking on account of us.
Oh, this is quite all right. Top of the morning to you, by the way.
Surprised I didn't see you over in the jail last night next to me.
Why would I be in a jail?
Oh,
Is that some
kinda-
you English prick?
I'd rather be an English prick than a dowdy Irish ne'er-do-well.
God,
Look over at Brock. Do you have another $5 on you?
I
I fear I may need it.
We might. Maybe 6.
I did just give Samuel $5. He can do it himself.
Yeah, I look back at the $5 I just got back from from the youngsters. Like, easy come, easy go.
Timmy Ed for Goggin. And he just starts playing the fiddle again.
All right, well, and with this racket, perhaps it's time we depart, gentlemen.
You're making friends everywhere. I love it. Pat you on
On
the
his morning
back.
exercise of got on his daily exercise of racially profiling the Irish.
I'm surprised he didn't measure his head.
Right.
I mean, he's Irish. It's obvious from here.
You could see it.
He's Celtic. He's got a really tiny head. It's just how it is.
No need for measurements. Got it.
You hear that god awful banshee music. Oh. Well, what do you gentlemen want to do?
turn and head out. Now, do we know?
Yeah.
We head out and look at August and say, do we know where this place was that he was renting?
I believe we got an idea of it. It was north of town, a bit on the outskirts, if I'm not mistaken. But perhaps we need to locate this JD fella instead of the house itself.
Yeah. All right.
What's around here? We got a lodge, we got a blacksmith, we got a livery stable, a post office. Post office might be a good place where we can learn the location of people around town.
Makes sense.
Yep.
But no, the addresses and posties tend to be a bit touched. It's all the stress.
One
Is
other
that
thing.
true?
Oh yeah, there's old sayings about postal folk. Real ornery at times. Be careful with them. They're a bit delicate.
Okay. We'll go into this with the understanding that they might draw irons. Got it.
One
So
other
sudden
thing about
movements around
import.
posties.
Agnes, not that I know her given Christian name, Agnes told me is that I believe she was speaking to the lawmen, but perhaps others. She said they belong to Heaston and not the town. I think I think this Heaston fellow could be having some deep pockets and just something to keep an eye on.
I guess
Makes
I do
sense.
have an honest question, gentlemen. Would we rather take the word of a known criminal and an arrested woman over that of the law, or vice versa? Or do we even care at this point? Since, well, after to this morning's situation here at the Aspen Lodge, both of them have been assholes.
Does that color your interpretation of their authority?
I don't believe they have authority, but whether or not it's legal and right, I'm not entirely sure. But they
legal
have
and
the
right
power.
aren't always the same thing. You can
Right.
be legal and not right, which is, I think, what we've been seeing.
I can tell you a lot about a person from the signature. You get me that? I can tell you a thing or two.
Really?
Oh, you'd be surprised. It's not all notches and measurements in this game, you know. As he does that, he motions towards his head. You can tell a lot by how a person conducts themselves and starts.
You'll have to show me how that works. You'll have to show me how that works, because I can write you out a nice note this evening. You tell me a bit about myself based on my penmanship.
That's a bet. Close to a bet as I'm going to win.
Great game. We could even bet on it.
Nah, I wouldn't take, as far as I'm concerned, what I got's a God-given gift. I don't take money from it. That's simony. You get into hot water for that kind of thing.
Well, I'll bet with Samuel then, since he's learning the gambling game.
Oh God.
So, what are we betting on? The signatures, or
whether or not our friend Elijah here can tell me a bit about myself based on my handwriting?
Well, he can probably tell a lot just from spending 10 minutes with you. I don't know if he's going to actually use the handwriting.
Just 10 minutes. All right. I'd like to hear everything he has to say about me, since it's been a bit more than 10 minutes. All right. Anyways, we should probably just head on over to that post office, see if we can find this JD fella.
Very well. Let's do that.
Sounds like a good plan to me.
And if we can find anything else out about this Ghost Steel gang, I'm curious how many groups there are like that around here that we're going to have to deal with, besides the law that's owned by whoever.
Yeah, that's fair enough. The post office, like I said, you guys know where it is. You saw it on the way in. The clerk is sitting just there at the counter. Yeah, he's maybe late 20s, maybe a little bit older than that. He's got a very young face, but he's got those the magnifying spectacles pulled up, and he is just going at it. Hey, what can I do you for?
Well, mister, ain't you just a sight for sore eyes? I was really much hoping.
Did you
or
know
should
the
say,
expression "sight for sore eyes" actually comes from a very, very old Roman saying? When they, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Did you want a telegraph or anything like that?
No, I wasn't really anticipating a history lesson either. Um, we're actually looking for a gentleman, my companions here and I, um, and we figured you, of all people in town, might know a person's whereabouts.
Who who are you? Oh, you're the strangers. You've been asking around town about old Lynn, right?
Yeah, Mr. Buckles.
Buckles. Do you know the last name Buckles? It's really interesting how surnames kind of come to pass. They're usually built on some kind of trade that your ancestors did, but Buckles. I mean, did his people make Buckles, or is it just something else? I don't know if it's what Buckles is. That, I don't. If that like a some kind of Germanish name or how? What do you? Well, I wonder where they could have gotten that name. Um, but yeah, if you're looking for land, no, his house is just like up the road from
My
here.
surname is Spencer, by the way. Spencer, it's based on good breeding, good lineage, good stock, and
Oh
strong
no,
tea.
no, oh no, sir. I mean, no disrespect, but Spencer is just nothing more than an Anglicization of a diminutive of spinster. It's just it was normally reconciled with an older woman layabouts beyond their prime, and it just was turned into a family lineage, I suppose, which is really odd. I don't know why they would do that. I don't really know why they do a lot of things. The Irish, they also do the weird things in their names, mostly because I don't think anyone can really understand what the hell they say.
We may not get much help from this gentleman. He clearly is addled in the head.
Oh, and I told you,
Well, he
you live
knows. He knows it's Jonathan Swift.
if you're take a Benny.
Yeah, you weren't expecting me to know about Jonathan Swift, the guy who first recorded the origins of the term "not sight for sore eyes."
We're gonna start talking about just.
Weirdly, he attributes that to the Irish.
We're just gonna eat the Irish. I mean,
No Irish people were harmed in the making of this episode that you know of.
I am very helpful. I told you if you're looking for Mr. Buckles, his house is literally just up the road, and I do mean literally, not in the way that most people tend to use it. I just have a feeling that term will become so outdated at one point in American future. It's going to be just tiresome. But I do mean in the terms of literally just up the road is where Mr. Buckles' house is.
Excellent.
I think
could you tell
that is
us
pretty
perhaps-
helpful.
Could you tell us actually the location of JD Knowles as well?
Knowles, I don't. JD, there's a Nolly, and he owns
Nolly, that's the one.
He owns
Sorry.
Nolly's Grub Counter. It's if you come out of the post office and you were to take a right and head down 2 blocks, you're going to see the haberdashery, and you're going to see a haberdashery, and you're going to see a hat store. Where that road runs south, you just take that road south, and Nolly's Grub Counter is right there.
Thank you very much. That's exactly what we were hoping for. Both of those locations, actually. I turned to my companion. See, I knew exactly if we were to come here, a gentleman would be able to help us get around town just fine. You know, Mister, would you perhaps even be able to give us a bit of a tour around town at some point, just so we could get the lay of the area? Like you said, we're brand new to the to Headstone Hill, and we'd sure love to get the locations of import in the area.
Well, I mean, most of the town is laid out on a very navigable pattern. You take Main Street, for instance, which is where we are. And then you've got First Avenue, Second Avenue, and Third Avenue, which are very imaginative. However, Fourth Avenue is not, in fact, Fourth Avenue. That is actually Tarrytown Street, named after the original name of this town. We weren't always called Headstone. In fact, we were named Tarrytown. And in fact, we were based on Tarrytown. We're a sister town from a back east place that I know very
Eli's
well.
nodding, putting his hat on, and heading out.
I'm like nodding along with what this guy's saying because he's been incredibly helpful so far. Like, yeah, this is actually really important stuff.
He's going to leave.
Shows the depths of the joke I've accidentally made. So the same Jonathan Swift that's the first person to record the use of a sight for sore eyes is the same Jonathan Swift who penned A Modest Proposal.
Yeah.
But small bloody world, goodness me.
If people are unaware of A Modest Proposal, you should read it for the sarcasm alone of how to solve problems. It did really help me format my sarcasm and snark as a young child or a teenager.
On the way out, Samuel will lean into Porter and say, "By the way, Spencer, actually it's spender. It comes from the Latin word spender, meaning of great wealth and monetary value."
Elijah doesn't have the heart to tell him it's from French.
Everyone surrounding you, Elijah, is a moron.
Where I'm on too.
All right, so I will make this easy. You getting there is super easy. You're going to see Nolly's nonsense appear. I'm going to drop another couple of buildings for you as you pass them. I got to remember to do the things. There's a tailor shop right across the street from Nolly's Grub Hub, or sorry, around the corner from it. And then there is the building across from you is Angel's Corner. But yeah, Nolly's is right where my little hover dot is. Yep, right in there.
Could you also indicate where Len's house is?
You guys haven't actually asked exactly where the location of Len's house is. All you've been told is it's up the street.
Oh, okay. All right.
That'll help maybe if we talk to him and get his blessing. He can give us specific directions and
I'm just
possibly help us get in there.
All right. So Nolly's Grub Hub. It's exactly what it sounds like. It is it's food. It really is food. It's think of it as a Wyoming Old West fast food. There is a line of cowboys and miners that are out the door currently. It's still early enough in the morning where there is a line of men and women ready to get their day started and get their food on.
Well, looks like this place is rather popular.
Yeah, maybe that's actually good food here.
Maybe it's
nothing
cheap food.
Nothing against your cooking, Elijah, but
I don't take it personally. That tea was rough.
I'd like to try to eat some. I mean, I know the rest of you must have been suffering at the hotel with breakfast, but I had less than amenable fare at the jail.
I don't even remember what I ate.
Yeah. I will say, Samuel, the room, spot on. I liked it. Thank you for, thank you for accommodating me in this situation. I really do appreciate you helping me out. I am still.
Your room didn't stink like sulfur like mine did for some reason.
It took a minute. It was strange. I'm not really sure where exactly that came from. Maybe it was the tanner down the road. That has to be it.
Now that someone's chickens got loose, is brooding over their eggs somewhere, and it's kicking up a hell of a stink. It was the whole night through.
Could have been them green lights too.
My friend. Oh yeah, true. I didn't even think about it. I've never even been around when that stuff's burning.
Ghost rock's a weird thing.
That can't be good for you, that stuff.
I don't think it is.
Is there any chit chat going on with the people in this line that we can overhear?
Yeah, a little bit. It seems a lot of it is concerned about what you four are about to try to do. You know,
they've noticed us.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're brand new in town. You're not cowboys nor miners, and you are not standing in line.
Oh, Samuel, get in line then. He's hungry.
The line is moving. That is noticeable. It's Chick-fil-A of the Old West is what's happening right now.
Very efficient done. Got it.
Yes, yeah. What it is the customers are walking up and there's a sign. There's only one menu item, and it's stuffed bread pockets. And there's like this. It's a hogshead barrel, and they'll walk up. They drop 2 bits into the tip of the barrel, and then out comes a small wax paper wrapped little package, and that's ostensibly where the stuffed bread pockets are.
Right. Samuel's been
I'm really
adventurous,
excited
so
for your
I'll
English
take one.
sensibilities on this one.
As the line gets up, you realize that there's a smaller sign as you're getting there, and it says, be ready to order beef, lamb, vegetables.
When he gets to
Line
the head of the line.
Yeah,
How
you're
long
there.
has it?
he'll
Yeah,
be
how
like,
long has it been since breakfast? Sorry,
Since breakfast? Not long. Maybe about
Okay.
an hour.
I'll step out of line.
beef and lamb, please.
Did you drop $1 in there?
Yes, I will.
All right. Well, you order the double order. There's a few heads that turn like, well, then the accent doesn't help
$1.
matters at all. Yeah. Oh my God.
Take your head off, boy. It's $1.
I'm opening my own hotel. The accent also doesn't help you not stand out whatsoever. But yes, out comes your 2 stuffed bread pockets. They're about fist size, and they're not marked, so you get handed these. But you actually have 4 bread pockets now.
Oh, all right. I'll offer one to Porter.
Don't mind if I do. Thank you.
Yeah, and I'll tentatively chew on it.
All right, awesome.
No idea which one I got, but it's probably got meat of some sort in it, so he's happy.
Absolutely, yeah, yes. Spencer, what were you hoping for? Beef or lamb?
Beef.
Beef. All right. Why don't you roll me a spirit roll?
Oh, God.
Crit failure. It's a vegetable.
It's just bread.
Oh my God.
Oh no! Oh no!
my God.
Called it. Wow, he's in
Wow.
league with the devil. Wait, he
I
is in
am.
league with the devil. Wait a second.
Should
Yeah,
have talked to him last night.
yeah.
Everything's going to
Find a better devil.
You bite into an empty, warm pocket of air on your bite, and then fiddling around with the other one, you realize that it is also empty. And Eli, you have the delicious tender lamb.
To look over him, I'm dripping down my chin into my beard, and just look at him when he takes a bite. He's just sad looking.
Yeah.
Just reach over, take it out of his hand, hand him the lamb one.
Oh.
Yeah, because he already ate. He's like, here you go.
Oh, it's very sweet.
I mean, it's got a huge bite out of it, but
That's true. He only spent the night in jail. What's the worst that could be in his mouth at this point?
Would you rather call her Agnes or Kenny?
The deputy.
based on kind of the rate of this line moving and stuff, and new people coming in. Could we guess maybe how long this is going to be busy for?
Not much longer. In fact, we can just fast forward anytime you guys want to walk in.
Cool. There's no, I guess before anything or before walking in, beyond them just kind of conversing about these new people around here, have we heard any other interesting things coming from this just random group of people?
No, not really. There's just talk about some cowboys rode into town, started a gunfight at the Cowboy Saloon last night, and then someone said no. They heard it was someone that had was from the Little Rock Riders, and they had come in and like, no, someone was playing cards and they stabbed somebody that was playing cards with them, and the marshal had arrested them, and that there's probably going to be a hanging soon. That's pretty much what the talk of the town is.
So all 100% true things. I like it. All right. I don't know about you gentlemen, but I think it's time to speak with Mr. JD.
Yeah,
Is he the
perhaps
one
he has
handing
some.
out the pockets? Was it a man handing out the pockets, or was it? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
It could have been him.
Yep.
I have to wait until after dinner service, though. These places
is.
get really busy.
Yeah, he is. It's literally the only person. As you kind of round the area and you realize you're going to step into it, and you're like, oh, this is not. It's really just a facade covered by a tent with an open kitchen, and so it's basically a tent, a short facade braced up, and then a counter, and that is the be all end all of Nolly's Grub Counter. And as you step in, the man doing the bread, he's like, line starts outside.
I think we're just waiting until we want to just wait until you have a moment. Mr. Nolly, hope that's you. We just like to speak with you. We're new in town.
Well, name's JD, and when he opens his mouth and smiles, he has got as many teeth as a jack-o'-lantern.
Right then. Pugilist, eh?
I don't. No, I'm Methodist.
Actually,
that will get a laugh out of Porter.
I think this is your guy there, Porter. I'm standing back on this one.
And Porter has his hat in his hand. He's got the other meat pocket that's wrapped up is just in his
How
hat.
you like that?
In fact,
How you like that?
It was really good, though. One of them was a little bit less filled than the others. It was so good. And I've already had breakfast.
That is.
They advertised beef and lamb, and that there was no meat in anything. I don't understand how they get away with that.
That is really odd. Normally everything is just fine. Anyway, I'm glad you enjoy it. I need to. I need. Everyone comes here.
You saw that?
Yeah.
Popular place. Well, that's good. I have a question though. We're looking for our friend Len Buckles, and we hear that he was renting a place from you.
Yeah, he sure was. I mean, he's still renting. This is really weird. He was renting it, but anyone's seen him. But I also, it's just the house has just been sitting vacant, except for a bunch of kids just being children, messing about. But I mean, if he's your friend, would you be interested in perhaps paying his rent?
Well, first, we're trying to find some information about when you last saw him, and we were hoping to have a look around the place, if possible. We just don't want to get in trouble with the marshal for going there unsupervised or, well, not allowed.
No. So Len hasn't been seen in at least a week. Yeah, at least a week. His rent is technically due last week, and he didn't pay it. If I do not mind helping you gentlemen out, but I really could use the rent since the house is sitting there, and I can't really find another tenant.
You asking about the rent because his stuff is still there?
I don't know. I haven't actually been in the house. I thought that would be a little disrespectful just to barge into his house. But if you're his friends, I mean, that might be a different story.
How much is he paying you a week?
$30 a month.
$30 a month. You're behind a week, eh?
Well, behind. Yeah. I mean, if you paid it, all of it now, it would be really helpful.
Sure would. Kind of just side eye everyone else.
Well, August here is really his best friend here. I'm sure he would like to at least pay the week on his behalf.
I would absolutely love to pitch in as much as I can. I'll start digging around and I'll come up with a rumpled $10 bill that I won off of the Cowboys last night. Would this help? Would this help, Mr. Nolly?
Another 10.
Ooh.
One of the fives looks very familiar to August.
Oh. That's $20?
I'm not the best at math, but I think so far that's $20. Yep. Let's see, I might have something here to trade you as well if
I
you're
don't-
willing to take
I had a shipment of goods intended for Mr. Buckles, but
I don't really. I appreciate the bartering and the trading and whatever, and the money's a little more important right now, to be honest with you. Do either one of you, either Elijah or August, you guys can feel free to push this with some persuasion if you want.
And if I can assist them by just,
Sure.
saying, well, we don't know when he's coming back, but, we'd like to help you out a bit. We just,
Okay.
We're not made of money either.
All right, so let Eli Porter roll your persuasion.
All right.
And the success will, grant the modifier. Oh man!
all the explosions.
Holy God!
That worked out well.
That is
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to delete some of the chat, some of the little chats, so the actual people watching this can see what's going on. Or I'll just roll it. Okay. Oh man, that is huge. So whichever two of you is going to try to do the persuasion, you're gonna get a +2 to your roll.
Shoot, I'm not good at this, but I'll take it unless you really want to. I'll take it. I'll spend a conviction.
Oh, okay.
To add to this.
By the way, on the stream, all people can see right now is the map. I don't think they can see the rolls.
Well, that's really weird.
Hey, maybe it resized itself or something.
I don't know. Oh yeah, maybe it did. They're not wrong.
All right, we'll do that, and then
No, that's just the town map resizing itself. That is odd. I'll have to figure that out. I can just pull it down next time.
It's just being crazy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spend a Benny to re-roll that. See if I can push it.
You do have a +2 on that.
Oh yeah, I did have a +2. Let's explode things instead.
There you go. Oh,
even higher. 16 with the +2. Hell
16. Yeah. Outstanding. All right. $20. $20 more than definitely more than nothing. Nothing is the bank's definitely going to appreciate 20 more than nothing. So, all right, I'll take the 20. I'll give you the keys to the house. I'll show you where it is. Well, I can't show you where it is, but I can tell you where it is. And then you just head up that way, and we can make up the $10 on the back end. How's that?
I think that sounds very nice of you, Mr. Nolly. I might even be able to hopefully get you that $10 tomorrow, maybe the day after. Depends on how willing people are around here to work with a young man such as myself.
That's fine. The house is, if you go back out and you're going to head back to the hotel or try towards the post office, and then there is, it's not First Avenue. It's the next street over. That's going to be the Fort Bridger Trail. You probably came down that if you're coming in from the north on the stage line. You can take that all the way up. I do suggest taking that all the way up. And then if you go left, you'll see a house that's sort of sitting on a corner lot. If you want to take First Avenue, you can take that. I do not suggest that. First Avenue starts getting into some questionable territory. It's where the Celestials kind of have some of their businesses. But that's where it is. And here's the key. Slides the key over. I'm gonna transition this over and out, and I'm gonna try to fix this. God damn.
Excellent.
Do.
Let's look at everyone else. So avoid the Celestials. Head on out
Always
around.
try to.
All right.
All
Samuel will lean into, is it Mr. Knowles? The extra $10 owing is predicated on you actually getting some meat for these ponds.
Oh, there's plenty. I don't understand. There's plenty of meat to be had. I don't. Here, just you can take one. There's an extra beef one laying around. That's fine. I really am. So that's really weird. I don't understand how that could have happened.
Yes.
Literally laying around. It picks them up off the floor.
You're just there. And there you guys. Now you should be able to see Lamb Buckle's house at the top of First Avenue.
Mm-hmm.
Yup.
Gentlemen, am I mistaken? As we're kind of walking out, if we're going to leave, we've heard this Celestial's name a couple times, haven't we?
Yeah, more than one person suggested that we avoid that area.
Did we? Correct me if I'm wrong. Did we hear it associated with another name? This Earl person?
No, don't think so. I mean, Samuel may think he's celestial, but different sense of the word, perhaps.
Thought I remember hearing something last night. Maybe I was just too into the cards.
All right. What do you gentlemen want to do? Ball's in your court.
Yes.
We're headed to
Head on
Lamb Buckle,
out.
is that right?
I think visiting Mr. Buckle's abode would be appropriate this time of day.
Yeah, and avoid the
On
neighborhood they keep warning us about.
It just is what it is.
You know, people being people.
Right. Anybody who's ever seen any Hell on Wheels or I don't know what. Deadwood, probably a good representation of kind of the attitudes and personality. Outstanding. But yeah, as you head up the road, the path up to Lamb Buckle's house, it is very easy to find. You do see it. It is literally the last house on the left as you get there. And we are going to I need to activate this stupid scene. And there it is. It is a 2-story affair. Your tokens have sight. Those are the windows you can see through. So, easy day of kind of what's going on. The front area there, that garden is a little overgrown. It hasn't really seen much care or anything else. It's just some wildflowers. There's some creeping vines, some ivy and things like that. And that's kind of what kind of gives it away that it's been untended, to be perfectly honest. Oh, these guys, Peg fucked up this map. I can already tell that. Sorry, Peg. You did something bad. That's okay.
Oops.
Yeah, they did something really bad. No, I'm fine. I'm one of their beloved aces. All right. But yeah. So this area here is a porch.
Okay. And this is a balcony back over there?
That is not a balcony. Yes, it's a balcony. Sorry. So yeah, you can look up to it. I still think they fucked the map up, but it's the upper story balcony. Yeah.
Oh, that's supposed to be on top of this?
Yeah.
window?
Yeah.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah, I see what they did. I wouldn't.
I thought it was supposed to be another. Yeah, got it. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. It's a little weird design. I would have separated the maps, but I'm not Peg. So
Eli's now a little concerned that we've been smelling sulfur, so while he's walking up, he's just going to take a sniff of the air.
Nothing. No sulfur. No nothing. No anything out of the ordinary.
All
If
right.
you're trying to impugn something, I was in the jail. I couldn't have a time to take a bath.
That is true.
Right
That is
now, you
true.
smell like a meat pie.
I think we all do after spending a little time with Mr. Nolly. It's not the worst.
Young Master Reed, I believe you have the key.
Sure do. I'm gonna actually just toss it underhand to you, Porter, as I peek in through these windows.
Okay.
Easy enough. Yeah, the porch is it's a typical affair. It's got a rocking chair up on it, just sort of bracing there. The windows you can see through that opens up into a larger room. Looks like a parlor, or in Tennessee we call it a game room. But it's spacious. It has a small fireplace inside of it. It's got the bay windows that you're currently looking into. There's a grandfather clock. It's a fairly well decorated abode. There is a player piano. God damn, what do they call those things? I guess it's not a player piano, but like oh my God, what is the big tall thing?
Upright?
Yeah,
organ?
upright. Thank you. Yeah, I was like, damn, I can't think of what it is. Yeah, there's a upright piano up against one of the walls, up towards the northern wall there. But yeah, it's got the rugs. It's a very classy looking joint, actually.
Gentlemen, does this house seem to be a bit much for a man that was prospecting and by all accounts not having the best of luck?
Just look and say, well, he wasn't necessarily just prospecting. I don't think he was necessarily keeping himself as low key as he thought he was. But he did do well, correct?
Well, since we're paying the rent, I might just relocate my accommodations here.
And Porter's just
This place
gonna
is cheaper than what I pay for my room.
put the key in the door and just say, I guess let's just see what your money bought. And
right.
turn the key, take the key back out, and open the door.
Go for it. I believe the door is unlocked for your character. You should be able to head on in. There's that initial porch. It's like a mudroom sort of affair.
Okay, and that's another little window looking into the same game room.
Oh my gosh. One second.
I'm assuming it's a window, not a door, but who knows?
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh, that's weird. Sorry, I got an error message on this thing. Yeah, it's a little window looking into the parlor, and so you can kind of observe who's out front. The door that leads into the house interior is what you're looking at there.
Okay, and now is that one locked as well when he tries to handle?
That is not locked, no.
Okay, and he's just gonna, take his hat off, scuff his boots on whatever rug is in here, and open the door.
Okay.
And if it's all right, he's gonna head in.
Yeah, sure. Hopefully that map lighting is working for everyone. What are the other two? What's August and you guys can see where you are there. It's essentially a hallway. There's stairs going up. Eli, you're currently looking into the dining room.
Okay.
It's a table. It's set. Again, china cabinets, all the things you would expect.
Probably a kitchen down the way, and then a door to something else.
Being the last one in, I'd like to just take a quick look around behind us, see if I'm noticing anybody try to keep an eye on us as we're going in here.
Roll notice.
Yep, super great at those. This is going to be excellent, everybody.
Good luck. Just explode your dice. You'll be fine.
That's all you gotta do.
No. I'll get a 5.
Okay. On a 5, you're very certain that there is no one watching you, no one following you, nothing weird. You just, you're here.
Okay. Then I'll go in. I'll close the door behind us.
Good plan.
All right, easy enough.
When he hears the door close, he'll just kind of step into the dining room and look around. It looks like nobody's been in here for probably about a week, or have kids been in the building somehow. Hopefully they haven't gotten in because, well, the door is locked. But
yeah, the door is locked. There's a painting of Jim Bridger on that north wall. And Jim Bridger, Civil War hero and notorious person in the Wyoming territories. Upstairs, above you guys, you hear
Whirl around quickly.
like footsteps moving across like above you, going towards the balcony.
I'm gonna reach just real quick. If we're hearing this noise and it's moving towards the balcony, I'm gonna reach into my pocket. I'm going to use the power trinkets. I'm gonna cast trinkets, and I'm gonna upcast or spend the extra points so that I can make a thing that lasts. Actually, no, that's. Apologies. I gotta look up trinkets again.
You're good.
But I believe, where are you? This one, that one. I'm creating a blade for Elijah to hand to him.
Okay.
It costs 3 and oh no. All right. So I have to try to upcast it, essentially get in order for it to last longer than just the initial 5 rounds, and then toss it to him. Okay. So let's do that. Let's roll for trinkets. So far it's that. I'm going to spend a Benny to try to
Okay.
Even worse. I'm going to spend another Benny. I want this.
Well, you keep the best of the rolls, of course, but yeah.
Okay, it's not going to happen, and I'm running low. I'll spend one more.
All right.
Come on.
Well, it sounds like I could probably grab like a
Still
steak knife or
not.
something.
All right.
All right.
I've seen you using a hatchet, so I reach into a pocket and I pull out and I just toss you a hatchet.
Thanks, kid.
All right.
What'd you? You know what? I don't want to know. I'll just I'm gonna make a run for where the balcony's the part to the north, isn't it?
Yeah, upstairs and to the north. Yes.
Yeah, or outside. Either way.
Samuel's gonna run outside. Yeah.
You go outside. I'll go upstairs.
All right.
I head to the window, right? Just rush over to this window to look out, and as I do, I kind of flick my wrist and Derringer.
Nice. Give me 1 second. I need to configure something at the core because I did not configure left click takes me off of a goddamn token, and it is driving me fucking crazy.
Oh yeah, now you have to escape, and I was like, is that a setting you can change?
Yeah, it's the weirdest thing. I'm gonna shit. If I do it, it might reboot you guys. Let me try that. Okay, yeah, because I need to drag Elijah. I need to drag Elijah over. Oh my god, this is killing me. You know what? I'm gonna drag Elijah by another means. I'm gonna drop Elijah. I'm gonna drop a second token for you, just because it makes more sense. Okay. Do you see the second token, Elijah?
Yeah, give me a second.
I'll move the map over for the people so they can see the Elijah's in the little landing area up there. Outstanding. And Eli and Sam, you went outside, and August, you went further into the parlor looking out the windows.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay, outstanding. For the two of you outside, you don't see anything. It's it just there's nothing on the balcony. There's no one around. For Elijah, you round the corner, and you come up on the landing, and there's a couple of doors that are leading off from this landing. From your left, from the door to the south to your left, if you will, I will indicate it. on the little map. But at that one, you hear like someone is pushing something along the wood floor, but doing it very slightly.
Okay. I have to play this very carefully. Looking at the door, is it a well-fitted door, or is there a gap at the top or bottom?
A gap at the bottom. That's pretty common.
Okay. I'm going to take the hatchet. I'm going to kind of poke it down at that level, using it like a mirror. See if I can see any movement or what I'm dealing with here.
Okay. It's pretty obscured view, to be honest. You're under there. You do think you see something that may be out of sorts? If you want to give a notice roll for this, we can get down to some deeper brass tacks.
Okie dokie. Let's see if I can listen to low properly.
Would you like to Benny that?
It's not a crit failure.
It's not come up for me yet. It's having a moment. Hang on.
Oh, okay.
I had to restart my stuff.
Okay.
Fast. If it is, no, sorry. What was the total? Sorry.
It was a 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and Benny that as soon as I'm loaded back in.
That's weird. It wasn't coming up. While he's rebooting, August, you're down there and you're looking out the window with that little bit of I don't know. You seem to be anxious about things. Behind you, you hear pum, pum, pum. You hear 3 keys on the piano sound.
Interesting. Okay. If I turn to look at that instead of out the window, do I notice if the keys have moved at all, or if it's just
It's the piano.
okay? I'm sorry, I'm loading back in as well, but I'm not a
Did it freeze?
musician.
Are we having a problem?
No, it's just
Okay.
I just had to.
I'm good.
Oh, it straight up logged me out. I'm not sure what that's about.
Oh,
Yeah, no, that's weird.
But I'm back in. But since I'm not a musician at all in this world, but would I recognize the notes perhaps?
Oh man, you
Or
could
maybe
go.
the tune?
You could try a performance at a -4.
A performance at a -4. I think I will try it, because why not? Performance. It's okay. So roll unskilled at a -4.
Well, -6
Would that be
actually.
6?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Seven
Maybe I'll
negatives.
explode a whole bunch of times.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's
just
absolutely weird things happen.
explode a few times. Just to be
Yeah,
fun.
we'll just spend your bennies until you get something good.
Or
A
I
-2.
will take the -2 and roll with it.
All right. Easy enough. Bill, are you back in? I do not believe he's back in.
Yeah, I'm just freshly back in.
Okay. Oh, you're good. Okay.
I'm freshly back in. It's just
okay.
loaded up now.
right. That is a success.
Oh, not bad.
So you do in fact you see what you think is a shadow of someone maybe moving across that room, going kind of down to the south. I'm sorry, to the north of what the room, so crossing.
Okay. Politeness supersedes everything else with Elijah, so it's just like, then that you in there?
All right, let's go on to Eli and Sam. What are you two doing?
So seeing nothing, he's getting a bad feeling that something is happening here that we can't understand. So he is going to use a power.
Okay.
And he is going to make it affect Samuel, it will also affect August if he does this, because it will be a medium blast template, and it shouldn't care about the walls because it's a power. And he's going to make it strong, so we'll hope that this works. I don't know if it'll let me put these modifiers. I'll just take the points off if it doesn't. Yeah, I don't see.
Is it can you might be able to use the power directly from the sheet.
Yeah, it's I mean, when I click on it to cast it, it basically is doing this. So
because if you click the actual symbol next to holy symbol, it'll bring up the dialog box that will, then you say action selected, it'll give you the entire list of shit you can do.
Yeah, I've got it. I just don't see. I mean, I see the stuff. I don't see the extra stuff, because sometimes it'll include like whatever you call it, all the little modifiers. I can only see the basic modifiers for it. It doesn't have the advanced ones, so I'll just take the extra power points off.
Okay, easy enough.
All right, not a great roll, but I have True Believer, so I can do one free reroll on this since it's a faith roll.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Go ahead.
Let's see. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, come on, do it. Roll. That's better. All right, so this works. So all three of us, currently, we have basically a thing that stops evil things for trying to make direct physical attacks on us. So they have to make a spirit roll as a free action.
Okay.
And it is cast not with a raise, but it is strong. So it's at -4 technically. It wouldn't be at -6. It'll be minus spirit rolls at -4 to try and actually hurt any of the three of us with direct physical attacks.
Okay.
It doesn't affect tests or anything like that.
Okay.
And once he does that, he just pulls the cross out. He whispers something, and then he turns around and he heads in.
Okay. Does that template move with you?
6. It hits them, and that's it. It basically it goes onto them.
Okay.
And it basically puts. It's kind of like having sanctuary on you, it seems, but it doesn't stop when you get hurt.
There you go.
Or when you hurt someone. So basically, I was going to throw it in there, but yeah, it doesn't want to do it.
Is there some sort of manifestation that happens when you do this?
Yeah, that's a good question.
His stuff probably feels like there's a disturbance in the air, a bit of warmth, and a bit of prickling at the back of your neck, and for him, the scent of roses.
Oh, good job, Samuel. You finally don't smell.
All right.
Hey!
Sam, what are you doing? You're still standing outside?
Yeah. So I don't know how much progress I can make, but he's going to try to run around to the outside of the balcony and scale it from the outside.
Oh, sure. Let's have a athletics roll for that. Bill, you rap on that door when you say, Len, is that you? Behind you, through that door that's directly behind you, you hear like fast-moving footsteps.
Well, that was just an unkind reaction. I'm going to go in through the door or directly to my stage right.
All right,
Amazing,
awesome.
Samuel.
Go ahead and open
Holy
that
crap.
door. Sam, I want to say I can drop you on this stupid balcony, but I'm not 100% sure I can.
Map.
Ish. That's as close as we're going to get, Samuel.
All right.
All right, Elijah, you open that door?
Got the.
All right, go ahead. Feel free. I think you should be able to just click through it. It's not locked. All right, this is it's a bed chamber. Nothing really particular about it. It has usual things. This is the small dresser, a small bed, small nightstand. There is a Bible laying on top of the nightstand itself.
We may have needed that before we're through. In that case, if I'm not seeing anyone beyond that in like the
No.
in the out in the promontory out back there, in that case, I'll duck back into the corridor and try the next one along.
As you're stepping through the doorway, you hear something slide across the floor behind you in the room you just left.
How big is it? Like, is it like a light scrape, like I missed something on the floor, or is it?
Yeah, maybe. It's nothing heavy. It doesn't seem heavy. It just seems like something, like if you were pushing a like a small crate, maybe.
Has anything in that room moved?
Turning about, doesn't seem like anything has moved inside the room.
It's only like a bedside table and
There is, yep.
checking the bed. Is the bed got any like is it raised off the ground, or is it just like a box?
No, it's not the 70s. It's the bed's still sitting there.
No, it's pretty.
It's a water bed.
Second floor, and these days it's a dangerous proposition.
Right? Waterbed on wood floors. Oh my god. All right.
Your ceiling seems to be a bit yawed in.
Oh, let's do this. You know what? Eli, you're back in the house. You're back in that hallway. What are you doing?
If nobody is having any issues with anything outside, he's going to keep moving forward and just look over at August quizzically.
I got my eye out the window. See what's going on.
All right, so then he's going to
I
continue
think I
up
just
the
saw-
stairs.
I think I just saw Samuel climbing up.
The outside of the house? He's just going to say as he mounts the stairs and heads up. I'm not sure if he can actually make it all the way up with his movement, but he'll do his best.
Yeah, I'll get you up there. That's easy enough. August, what are you doing?
Two questions for you, or
Yes.
one question for you first.
Yes.
So for the hatchet that Elijah has, I have to pay a power point for every 5 rounds. So you just let me know how many power points you will need me to spend.
Okay. We'll say
eventually.
it's been a couple of rounds.
Okay, I'll take a couple off here just to do it. But then I need to like that happened to the thing. We're hearing movement upstairs, and there's been no like aha moment. I would like to try to deal with the devil in order to cast Detect Arcana.
Okay. I need to mute myself for a second because I am dying. Okay. I didn't want to cough online. All right.
I have a really stupid idea, and it might just work.
Those are the best.
No stupid ideas. Come on.
All right. So let's do some dealing with the devil. I gotta spend a Benny. Boop. And then I'm going to need to eventually gamble with them. Gambling.
He's going to be so mad that you smell like roses right now.
Indeed, sir. Let's see. Choose the power. Did that. I'm not doing any other modifiers or anything like that, so it's just the 2 power points that I need to be able to cast for that. I need to make a gambling roll and see how many cards I get because of that.
While he's doing this, Sam, what are you doing? You're on the balcony now, and you got those 2 windows. And you're looking in this massive bedroom. Look at that!
Welcome to the club.
We'll get to that. This could not be better timing. Sam, what are you doing? You're looking in this massive bedroom. It's a very large bedroom.
I can try to open the window.
I'm sorry, it's not a bedroom. Yeah, it is. I'm sorry, I'm getting my map mixed up. This is a huge bedroom.
Yeah, I'll open the window and try to go inside.
All right, sure. Go ahead and slide yourself inside the room. Oh, you're not able to. Hold on. Those aren't locked. That's weird. I'll pull you in.
Okay.
I can't pull you in either. What is happening?
That ledge is just a little too high for him.
This is stupid. Hold on, I'll just drop another token in there. This is really odd.
I'm multiplying.
There you go. Now you're inside.
All right. It's empty. There's no.
No. It's a bedroom. It's a massive bedroom.
Oh.
There's
Okay.
clothes strewn about here and there. It looks like someone was kind of in a mad rush. Sam, to the south, there's that window looking out, and you're looking around the room, and you hear that window. You hear something tapping on the window.
All right. I'll approach the window.
Outstanding. Is you're kind of getting close to the window, and you're looking out, and you don't see anything out there. There's no trees nearby. Elijah. What are you doing? The room doesn't look like anything's been moved or touched, but you definitely heard something.
Okay, I'm actually in luck that things have lined up for me here. I get the flask of tea, which has now been brewing for like 6 hours.
Okay.
A lethal weapon by now.
Yeah.
I'll take a swig of it and I spray it around the room like a fire breather would fuel. With the idea being, if something is in this room that's unseen, if it's some kind of invisible hodgepodge monstrosity, it's going to show up when a thin mist of tannins hit.
Okay. Easy enough.
I have no idea what I would roll in this situation.
Let's have an agility roll. Let's go with that.
I have no idea if it's rolling yet or not.
I did not see any dice. That's weird. Oh, there it goes. A success with a 4. Are you happy with that?
Oh, that's Benny it.
All right. That's the spirit. That's a 6.
Hey, 6.
Are you happy with that? Still not a raise.
I'm happy with that.
All right. The tea strings about. Eli, you round the top of the stairs and you see Elijah with his little pot of tea and basically just chucking that pot of tea into the damn bed, into this room that's upstairs, presumably a bedroom. You understand how houses are designed. What do you want to do?
Come up kind of behind him, make sure I'm making noise after he's done just doing the spitting everywhere. He's like, just gonna quietly say, "You all right? Lose your breakfast?" Or
sometimes we were around in here and I couldn't see it.
I got the feeling we're not alone.
So I was wandering around here, and also my hat just disappeared. Because if I recall correctly, it isn't the case with like hucksters if they botch, like all their other magical stuff switches off, or is that specific to certain effects?
August.
I think that's so normal for Backlash for everybody as a caster, right?
So with this, since I'm dealing with the devil, it does a couple things. So critical failure means I still get the 5 cards. We're still in that gambling phase. So I get 5 cards. I don't get any extras to try to make my hand with. But I will be rolling on the backfire table when we get to the casting part of it.
Yep. Okay, so all right. Yeah. 2 more things. Sam, you're looking out the window. Behind you, you hear something sliding across the floor at you at a high rate of speed. I need an athletics roll.
Okay.
Time to be athletic.
Be athletic. Be athletic.
There we go. Do you have any penalties or?
No penalties.
All right.
Well, you know what? That's not true. That would be a -2 penalty. I'm not going to lie to you. I should have said that earlier. But yeah, it'd be a -2.
All right. I'm going to reroll because I do have all these bennies.
You do have all these bennies.
Hey, there you go.
There we go.
Nice.
Oh.
All right. Outstanding. Sam, you spin at the noise as the large king-size bed is flying across the floor at you. aiming you towards that window. Downstairs, August, you reach your soul out, you begin to prep, you get the table set up, and you hear, my, oh my, I would look behind you if I were you, young man. And that piano props up and starts wiggling forward towards you as its keys and mouth open and a long tongue comes out. And that's where we're calling it.
God.
Oh my.
Yay. Well, it's a good thing you're technically blessed for the next 5 rounds against
Yeah, it's
physical
great
attacks
that
by
I'm-
evil things.
Maybe that'll save
This is
me
why they
from
never
my
found
own
the
mana
kids that were
too.
running around.
Oh,
Yeah, the
yeah.
piano is just a bunch of kids inside, like in a trench coat. They're just manipulating the thing. That's what it is.
Well, just the world's like they've got one kid who's like a really early adopter, man. Just made the world's crappiest Mac.
Who knows? Maybe this is a great point to end, and maybe next week I won't roll 3 crit failures for the night.
That is a
That'd
true
be
story,
great.
but you're still gonna, you're still gonna
It's
pay
gonna
the
be bad.
penalty. But there you
Yeah, I
go.
still have to make my poker hand. I
Yeah.
still have to cast the spell, and I
Yep.
still have to roll on the backfire table. Or you have to
Yeah.
roll on the backfire table.
Outstanding.
Ow.
Thank you. This is where the horror Headstone Hill goes into my wheelhouse of being a horrible human being and being very good at horror. So, and I've been given permission by the book to terrorize the shit out of the party. So I can't wait.
Please
yeah.
do.
It's gonna get worse.
What else do we want to see on a Sunday afternoon? But
Right?
you just destroying us.
Just
in our
terrorizing. Just
mental
terrorizing.
capacity. Yeah.
That's all right. All right. Well, thank you again for everyone. Again, I'm glad everyone was here. Hopefully, everyone enjoyed it. On the rewatch crew, just keep watching. Trust me, and you won't. You'll hear this a little bit over and over again. But yeah, this is fantastic. Grateful for the opportunity. Thanks for everyone who went into the donations and the super chats and whatever else they're called on other platforms. I have no idea because I'm an old boomer. I was just kidding. Let's see. Parting shots from the posse. Bill.
For those of you at home, you can find me over on Broken Crown every Wednesday for the podcast over there. You can find me here for Deadlands. That's about it so far, though. Goodness knows. Hopefully, maybe they'll add me in some other stuff if I'm good. Not that I'm ever usually good, but apart from that, over at Richard89 for the back catalogue of the Pathfinder games I've run.
Very good. Very good. Rhythm.
You can find me on X at Rhythm RPG. That's RYTHEM RPG. I'm still just doing little microfictions over there for the games that I run. I run a couple games every week through Start Playing. Got a number of people within Moonskull that are playing, and they're having a good time. I'm having probably a better time than them, but that's the prerogative of the DM. So yeah, we'll hopefully see the rest of you again next week as we resolve my imminent consumption.
That's so true. Frost.
Wow, consumption. Wrong kind of consumption, but yeah, the Old West going to get you no matter what.
It's never good consumption.
Yeah, that's true. I guess, yeah, that's never going to turn out well. I am Frost. You can find me here on Moonskull and on the Legend Secret channel. And in fact, on the 13th of October, I'll be running a one-shot for people. So that will be entertaining. And yeah, if you see my link tree, you can please go give me a follow over on YouTube. Trying to get those numbers up. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what's going to happen. I mean, we've got a killer piano, so what else is going to come for us?
Yeah.
The bedpans?
Yeah, that'll be gross.
Plenty of surprises. I've been dying to get you guys in this house for 4 sessions, and now we're in my domain. I'm very excited. And Send Dragon.
Yeah, you can find me on Start Playing, and next to this game I'm most excited about, Scott's also running a Special Forces horror game, Task Force Raven, which he wrote. So I have a character in that we haven't had our first mission yet, so I haven't died, but we'll see how long that lasts.
So I'm sure it'll go well. Yeah, and again, Scott Welker, I'm the co-owner and principal designer. I don't know. Rich can comment below and tell me where I'm wrong. For Thieves Guild Games, we're on YouTube. We're all over the place, but mostly YouTube. I make spicy videos. And then we have all of our products on Drive-Thru-RPG. And yeah, Task Force Raven is one of our big things. We support mostly Savage Worlds, but we stretch our limbs a little bit to the lesser games. Sorry, it's just how it is. But yeah, other than that, once again, thank you everyone. And as promised to the audience, these are where the horror dials will begin turning up. We're just waiting for the posse to hit those tripwires, and they have stumbled right into them with a critical failure.
I'm
So
happy about this. This is where I love to live.
I could not have asked for a better time. It is perfect. Those dice are chef's kiss. All right, and with that, like, subscribe, all the things, donate, whatever normally people say, all the things. Keep watching all the channel and support everyone. It's being a player is not easy on a live stream, and being a GM is also not an easy thing on a live stream. It gets panicky at times when you realize the people who are watching you. Don't read the comments. Well, that's for the crew, not for us. I always read the comments. And with that, we will see you guys next week for the Legend of the Killer Piano. With that, we're out.